First of all, good morning. Buenos días, señor Gates.
Yeah, great talking to you. The dramatic effects of the pandemic will largely be behind us. There may be some areas in the world where we still have disease circulating. The question of can we drive the number to zero, or do we have to continue vaccine coverage at fairly high levels on an ongoing basis, what they call an endemic disease? We don't know. Businesses will be open, people will be going to public events. It does mean that the vaccination levels have to get above 70%. And as we see these variants, it's possible that we may need to come out with a modified vaccine to have the coverage be even higher. By the summer of 2021, things will be largely back to normal, and by 2022, they'll be, certainly in countries like Spain and the US, almost entirely back to normal. I'm hopeful there. Climate change in some ways is even more complicated than a pandemic is. The amount of resources that we're asking to be prioritized for the cause is way bigger than it took to make this vaccine. The damage it will cause is way, way greater than both economically and even in terms of deaths is worse. The carbon emissions are going up like this. First, we need a dramatic increase in R&D. We also need a lot of policies that encourage the use of the green products. We even see the European recovery funds, 35% dedicated to climate things. And, my climate group's actually talking a lot with the European Union and with Spain about things like, okay, what can we do with green hydrogen? Take some of that money and start getting the cost of green hydrogen, which sells at a huge premium to normal hydrogen. It's been such a bad situation that the fact people seek oversimplistic explanations, okay, it's all from this bad person. That's not totally surprising, but I didn't anticipate how, using digital channels, that could become, so common. I mean, millions and millions of messages every week about these things. I happened to watch the entire Trump rally, and then I stayed glued to the TV set for the next 15 hours, all the way up until the Biden electoral votes were completely certified very late in the night. So, hey, that was pretty horrific, and, it riveted me, because it was not, we've never had that. In a way, you can say, hey, our democracy is, in good shape, but we didn't expect to even have any violence at all. So it's definitely a glass half full. Was Trump a unique thing in our history, or, the predictor of more to come? Because I have really good internet connections, and because I do office work, I feel guilty that, even though I didn't do business travel, my life was far less negatively impacted. I got to see the foundation take its infectious disease expertise, which mostly, rich countries don't focus on that. But, as I say in this annual letter, we're coming out with it was the first time that global health really was global. And it's making us question, okay, how do you still form personal connections? What do you miss? What should the balance be? I feel sad that the warnings about the pandemic were not heeded enough. But I feel good that now the world will do the right thing so that the next pandemic, things will be good. It's a very sad thing, but we have to take advantage of the innovations that it helped highlight.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this time.
Yeah, great talking to you.
With us. Great talking to you. Good luck.